Hey everyone, my name's Kevin and I like making video games. For the last 5 years I've been making small games in my spare time and I've learned a ton and had a ton of fun. Most of the games I've made are productive and were good uses of my time, but some of them weren't and some, well, rage quitting is an apt description. Anyway, I have decided to make something more substantial and hopefully by the end of it, it's worthy of selling and gaining a profit for me. But I also want to document the process to some extent. Basically, my goal with this channel is to make some videos that I would have loved to see when I was first getting into game development as a hobby. So I'm going to try to document. I really want it to be weekly, but it might be bi-weekly. Um, I really want to make some videos that will show people the kind of thought process of what it takes to design a game and all the different aspects of a game, like the graphics and the programming and the sound and the music and all that stuff. Because I think that could be really interesting for a lot of people. I know it would have been interesting for me when I was just starting out. As you can see, I'm using Unity. I think it is just the right choice for a single developer. If you're just one person, it's an awesome choice. There's clearly more powerful and more feature-rich engines out there, but I've tried them and they're very cumbersome. And I love the simplicity and user-friendliness of Unity. So before we get started, I need to talk about Unity's stuttering issue. If you've used Unity for any amount of time, maybe you have seen the issue yourself or heard about it, and it is something that plagues a lot of Unity games, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. This is just one of the many tricks I've learned over the years. And it's very hard to demonstrate the issue on YouTube because in certain browsers there's some stuttering added to the YouTube video playback, so it's kind of hard to show, but basically you get frame skips. And so there's some juddering. And the reason for that, if you go over to your edit menu, down to project settings, into player, I have these two options set to exclusive mode, but by default they will be set to full screen window. And this is in Windows. I don't believe this is an issue with the Mac version, but I might be wrong. Basically, the default is full screen window, which is such a colossal mistake on the Unity developer's part, because that means the game is running in a window, which a lot of games these days have an option of doing, but it means Windows, the operating system, has exclusive control over both the resolution of the screen and the refresh rate. And the refresh rate is the big one, because that means the operating system is controlling how often the screen refreshes, and the Unity game engine is controlling how often to draw a new frame of your game. And so those two things don't sync up properly when they're being controlled by two independent identities. So simply set these to exclusive mode and then you have no problems, or I've had no problems, and it is basically a cure-all I have found for stuttering issues. And the first time you try changing them to exclusive mode, Unity is going to tell you that, or give you a warning, that by setting it to exclusive mode, you're going to cause instability during Alt-tabbing. When you push Alt-tab to go back to the desktop, there could be some instability. It might crash, or it might crash when you try going back to the game. And basically, who gives a crap? First of all, lots of games suffer from instability. I always get a little bit nervous when I Alt-tab back to the desktop. And second, what a tiny sacrifice for perfectly fluid gameplay. So I just wanted to make this video to introduce the channel, what I'm going to do, and give you that little tip. So you see a spaceship in front of me. You can probably deduce that the game I'm working on is a space game. I have um, given it the code name of Spacefaring Adventure, and it is a very unique game as it's played in a very short time span, much like a board game. And I will give you more details in future videos and show you some work I've done, and maybe you can offer your criticism, or helpful criticism at least. Or if you see me doing something you don't understand, please leave a comment and I will do my best to explain myself or make a video explanation. So yeah, I hope this will be enjoyable for you guys as much as it is for me, and I'll see you next time.